So we made it inside the main courtyard. Check out how humongous it is. People are cleaning the tile. It rained a little bit earlier, so a perfect example of how much snow there was here in Afghanistan in the last couple of months. A camel used instead of a donkey, you know, in order to process sesame seeds. Yeah, they're making oil here, sesame oil. And here we have it, guys, the most famous monument. Woo, it's windy in Kabul. Saki Shrine with the beautiful neighborhoods in the background. From Mazar, made it here this morning, did a few tours around the city for permits and everything, and we made it to the beautiful Grand Mosque of Mazar-e-Sharif, guys. Check this out. What is happening, everyone? Welcome back to another episode from Afghanistan, from Herat. My first time visiting the beautiful ancient city of Herat, and what better place to start the episode than at the ancient fortress built by, originally the first one, by Alexander the Great way back in 300 some BC when he came through these lands. Yes, guys, I mean the Macedonian Empire of Alexander the Great back then extended all throughout this region. So let me turn the camera around so I can show you guys the highlights of the Citadel. The beautiful entrance right there, the beautiful tower. Of course, this Citadel has been destroyed multiple times and rebuilt multiple times. Right before we arrived here, we had to go at the Ministry of Culture once again in order to register and get the paperwork. Actually, we had to give a little interview. You know, they asked us if we can give a little interview about how our trip so far has been in Afghanistan and what do we think about the security, and you know, in order to convince other people that Afghanistan is a safe place to come, travel, and witness the beautiful sceneries and historical places that it has. The guys are sitting one by one in order to take photos of the beautiful walls with the beautiful towers. Let me take a picture as well. Very, very nice. So well redone. So what I've seen so far, this is probably the best renovated building so far. Look how well the pavement leading towards the gate looks like. The walls, you know, again, here with the trees and everything. Absolutely superb. Look at that. Let's head over inside, and hopefully we have a perfect spot where we can see the whole city of Herat. Yes. În față eu. Let's go a little bit more above. Still a little bit of snow. It rained when we got here. Actually, the first time we catch rain in Afghanistan. Well, I caught rain last time when I was here too, but mostly sunshiny and snow. Not all the way at the top, but still pretty decent. We can get some views of a mosque right there. Yeah, we're gonna go and visit the mosque as well, which is one of the grandest mosques in the nation of Afghanistan. Super glad that it stopped raining. As you can tell, a lot of the towers have these bands around them. That is because a few months ago they had an earthquake and it destabilized some of the towers. So in order to preserve them, they they attach these strings and these bands to hold them until further conservation is done. But yeah, it looks a like a caravanserai. A lot of these places, you know, the way the shapes they have, you know, these would be rooms and so on, but the architecture reminds me a lot of a caravanserai. Again, not many people. We're the only tourists in Herat. We were the only tourists in Mazar, and you know, we met some people at the embassy in Dubai, and they were going towards Bamiyan. That's why our visa process took a day and a half, because there were over 20 applications to process. Typically they'll give it to you the same day if you have a flight later that evening, but you know, when you have a whole bunch of other people, you're gonna have to wait until the next morning. Let's see what we can see from the window. Yeah, not bad. A mosque that's being renovated. Some newer buildings. Of course, a whole bunch of snow. Oh, this is nice right here. Yeah, definitely. If I have to put on a map what you should visit if you have like a week in Afghanistan: Kabul, 100%; Bamiyan, 100%; Mazar, 100%, and then add, you know, Herat or Kandahar and so on. But yeah, the first three that I mentioned are definitely a must in my opinion. But if I was to come for a third time to Afghanistan, I would probably say Wakhan Corridor, guys, with the beautiful mountains there, the valleys, you know, they are the ethnic Kyrgyz there that you know, slowly they're moving back to Kyrgyzstan with the help of the Kyrgyz government. So yeah, there are a few things ethnical wise that you know, might change the landscape, if we can put it that way. And just FYI, if you do decide to come to Afghanistan, you know, definitely take flights between Mazar, between Kabul, between Herat. You will save a lot of time. If you know, if you don't have the money for the flights, which are around $80-90 one way, depending on the currency valuation, you know, definitely go by car. Which in the end, if you're just by yourself, I'm not sure exactly how much you'll save. But if you're in a group, if you're like 2 or 3 people, yeah, it's definitely worth it by car. A lot of hours. I believe between Mazar and Kabul, around 12 hours. Between Herat and Kabul, probably 14 hours or so, depending on the season. Like right now, it's far away. I mean, it's far away, and you have to go through the Hindu Kush, which are packed with snow. Still waiting on news later this evening, which route we're gonna take to visit Bamiyan. So I'm hoping on the short 3.5 hour ride, but yeah, we'll see. I'll keep you guys more updated, and so on and so on and so on. Here we have some debris from the earthquake. Yeah, previously you could have went all the way up into the tower. Yeah, the stairs have fallen. But this is a great view where we can see the whole citadel and almost the whole city of Herat. The long stairway back to the base of the citadel. Ce faci, ciupeco?
Filmez pe prietenul meu, Gino,
Foarte bine. Și eu te filmez pe tine. De sus până jos.
De sus până jos.
So yeah, let's head over to the mosque as well. Beautiful. Again, probably the most well-reconditioned building that we have seen in Afghanistan. Even though they had some issues with the earthquakes. And guys, how does the entrance to the Citadel look like? The city life. Whole bunch of tuk-tuks all throughout the city of Herat. A whole bunch of carpets here, guys, and a whole bunch of blankets as well. People use blankets to keep themselves warm. Yeah, one of the buddies wants to buy a blanket for Bamiyan. He doesn't have any warm clothes, and you know, what better way and cheaper way than a blanket. And a local madrasa, a local school here. We just noticed it by the market just across the street from the Citadel. You probably have seen the towers in the previous highlights. But yeah, just exploring the city step by step, you know, hour by hour. You can actually see the Citadel very nice from here. Let me show you guys. Quite grand. Quite grand. Roaming around, guess what? We found the perfect view with all the towers, the garden of the Citadel. Man, we didn't know you can go down here. It would have been a perfect spot in order to take some photos, but hey, this will do as well. And guess what? Found a little path. We got inside as well so we can witness the beautiful towers. And also I'm going to show you guys here a few things, some artifacts, and a very, very interesting way of producing sesame seed oil. Unfortunately, at the beginning when you enter the fortress, there's no signs showing you guys how to get to this spot, which is one of the most fantastic views of the Citadel. But also, you see all these arches. Well, a lot of them are full wood shops. People producing glass, people producing sesame oil, people doing textiles, people you know, having a whole bunch of different handicrafts. So yeah, let's go and witness some beautiful plates, pots, all colorful, decorated. Check this out, guys. A camel used instead of a donkey, you know, in order to process sesame seeds. Yeah, they're making oil here, sesame oil. They have the camel with the pots around the eyes, so she won't get scared. Yeah, very, very interesting. Assalamu alaikum. So yeah, guys, that camel goes round and round and round for about 2 hours until the whole process is finished. And inside the courtyard, how cool does the minaret look with all these arches here of the Citadel. Yeah, guys, Herat's a little bit different than the other cities that we have visited. There's you know, there's a little bit more art, you know, like you have seen some people painting stuff, you know, pottery. And you know, have the Citadel, you know, the place is a little bit more chill. And the other big attraction here in Herat, the Grand Mosque, the Grand Blue Mosque of Herat. A lot of renovation taking place here as well. As you can tell, this is the front, nothing's paved. Yeah, a smaller version of Rajasthan in Samarkand we were just discussing. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful. Yeah, we're not allowed to go inside the mosque, but we can go in the courtyard. And this is how you're greeted with a cannon once you step in the courtyard of the mosque. And inside the mosque they have the tile workers making the decorations. Yeah, they're redecorating, as you have seen, parts of it. So this is the original entrance to the mosque. Yeah, the one that we have been on the other side is the new one. They have multiple entrances now. But yeah, this is just something, it's actually enclosed, and they took us to show it. This is where they're baking the tile. Even when they first built the mosque, they used this hall, let's put it that way, this chamber, in order to bake it. Yeah, it's quite dark here. And here they're painting part of the tiles. So in order to go inside the mosque, we have to go through a different entrance. Yeah, this is the city life. More glimpses, highlights from Herat. A perfect example of how much snow there was here in Afghanistan in the last couple of months. So we made it inside the main courtyard. Check out how humongous it is. People are cleaning the tile. It rained a little bit earlier, so you know, I guess they're using some of that water in order to clean. Helps quite a bit. But yeah, a lot of reconstruction here. As you can see, the minarets, a lot of the minarets are under construction. They have the scaffolding, the people cleaning, wiping the tile. Yeah, first day when it's actually not that cold ever since we got here in Afghanistan. We also visited a madrasa inside the mosque where kids from 5, 6, 7 years old were learning the Quran. Yeah, it was quite the scene, but they didn't allow us to film anything there. So yeah guys, that was it from the Blue Grand Mosque as well. Interesting, absolutely, you know, something that is worth visiting if you come to Herat. But the whole city itself, it's very, very unique. It's completely different. It's different than Mazar, it's different than Kabul, and it's different than Bamiyan, of course. Bamiyan is, you know, more of a rural part, which we'll see in the later episodes, or go to the previous cities if you want to see more. And how things look like just outside the mosque on a different type of street where there's a complete market here. Very, very loud. People selling a whole bunch of stuff. We're trying to find some clothing for Bamiyan now. And another attraction here in Herat, the minarets of Herat. This used to be a big complex back in the day that contained a madrasa, a mausoleum, a mosque, and this is all that's left. I'm filming right now actually through a gate. As you can tell, they're not allowing us to go nearby, but let me zoom in a little bit so I can show you the details on the minarets. They used to be colorful. Imagine that. Imagine how they looked. Perfect blue from top to bottom. But let's go here at the little shrine. They have another one right there and the 4 right here in the back. And let's go a little bit in the shrine mausoleum here to see how it looks. But yeah, the complex is quite nice, and from here you can actually see the minarets really well. And they have another mausoleum, I believe, right here. And some quick glances inside the shrine. It's quite dark here, but you can get an idea. There wasn't much to see in the little one. It was actually quite dark, so I didn't feel much. But yeah, that was our visit in Herat for today, with the beautiful minarets in the background, the mausoleums. Yeah, we had quite a packed day from one place to another. We didn't even eat today, so guess what? Guess where we're gonna go next? To a kebab place. Definitely gotta have a couple of sticks. Everything that you see here, guys, with all the turquoise all throughout in Uzbekistan, here in Afghanistan, you know, they were all built or rebuilt during the Timur dynasty. And just about when we were getting ready to leave, you know, someone came and opened the door at the, so we can take better photos, better videos, not through the gate. Very cool. surprisingly, they were not that affected by the earthquake. They put some bands right here as well and up above. But overall, you know, they're quite intact. I mean, this one's a little bit like the Tower of Pisa, you know, it's gonna, you know, it doesn't have much life to it if they're not preserved well enough. Probably the biggest meal. We were not expecting the meal to be this humongous. Man, check out all the kebabs. Even pizza right there. French fries. Chopsticks. Lamb chops, sorry. Hold on, there's more coming. Push me. Check out the pizza. It's more filled with stuff rather than on top of it. Incredible. The shami kebabs, they look phenomenal. But yeah, we had a whole bunch of nuts here in the meantime, so ignore it. Yeah, some people ask, why are you going to Afghanistan again, and why are you going especially in the wintertime? Well, this is it, guys. This is why. Because of the beautiful natural landscape that the Hindu Kush offers. Speechless, guys, speechless. This is the Afghanistan that people hear in stories, in legends, with the snow-capped mountains. Man, how beautiful does this look?